So you're working towards your goal and you're getting closer and closer and closer. And as you're almost there, you start self sabotage. You get sick, or you start screaming at the person who's there to help you, or you start hyperventilating and you feel like you can't do it anymore, or you want to run away. That's me. I do that too. On a less dramatic note, there are times when you see your block, you try to get past it, you push towards it, and as you keep pushing towards it, there's these voices in your head that start getting louder saying, you can't do this. Look, it's not going to work. It's not going to happen. These are two examples of the same thing, but just different intensity. Let me explain to you what is happening there. Okay? You are wired for survival. As humans, we need to survive. We're not really wired for growth, unfortunately. Our natural instinct wants us to stay safe, comfortable, unchanged, inside our comfort zone. Remember that comfort zone. Now, the thing is, your true self, the universe, God, will speak to you through your intuition and will give you desires and intuition that will cause you to expand, to try and reach out for more. Go outside your comfort zone. So now you're feeling two opposing forces. There's that survival force that's strong inside of you. As long as we're in this human body, we were going to have that. And this desire for expansion that comes from your soul. You will have both. As long as you're in this earth, you will always have both. Now, people interpret this pullback for survival instinct as doubt, fear. It could be a sign that they shouldn't move forward. It's almost like when you're pulling back from fire, you touch something that's hot, first instinct is pull back. That's your instinct. That's your survival instinct. Same thing. When you're pushing against the edges of your comfort zone, when you're pushing against the blocks, you're going to feel these uncomfortable feelings. You're going to feel anxious. You're going to feel nervous. Some people don't feel it. They just forget it. They forget the action. And so this is your body's way, your survival's way of pulling you away from that edge because it doesn't want you to get past that edge because anything past that edge is dangerous. Okay. Now, it keeps you safe because whatever is comfortable, whatever is known, I can deal with it. You've dealt with it all your life and you can continue to deal with it, even if it's a bad situation. But the problem is your dream is outside your comfort zone. That's what your soul is calling you to. That's what your true self and the universe is calling you to. So for me, I felt the same thing. I knew I wanted to go to France. We wanted to have this beautiful lifestyle that's different from the work lifestyle I was living at that time. And yet, as we started selling our house, as I started preparing to quit my job, I felt self-doubt. I had these voices in my head that was saying, it's like, you don't know anybody there. What could happen? You don't have insurance. You don't have medical. What if you get sick? You don't know the language. How are you going to get a job? Even you're not going to find Asian food when you get to France. All of those voices, it was like holding on to any example or any excuse for me not to do the move. But that's all they were. They were just voices in my head trying to keep me safe, continue doing what I know, not going towards the unknown. And these voices, they sounded very wise, knowledgeable, but they're not the truth. I was able to move to France and now I'm thriving. I'm speaking the language. I'm enjoying it. We made new friends and now we have people here that support us, even though we didn't know anybody at the beginning. So these voices that you hear are just your instinct. They're not the truth. They show you where your blocks are. And the thing that you need to do is not to pull back, you need to recognize it and be aware when this happens. That means when you hear those voices, when you feel that, that means you're at the edge of your comfort zone. You're about to step towards your true self. You're about to step out towards what you actually desire. It's one of the signs that you're actually on the right track. So, that pull to stop and don't do anything when you're closest to the change, that's not doubt. It's your wiring, it's your safety mechanism getting activated. Now, you're going to need support to move through this. And that's why I've made the offers in the links below for you to have that support. Next video, we're going to talk about why trying to push through these blocks without any support, but just through sheer willpower, is harder than it should be. See you there.